Chairman, members of the board, Delphino Nato with the Department of Social Services. My apologies this morning. I left my actual indoor glasses in my truck today, so y'all look fantastic to me today. This is a special occasion for us. It is one of the highlights of our year. I'm going to ask Tristan Dawes to give more specifics about that, but it's been a banner year here in Fresno County, and I want to personally thank Trish and her staff and the caregivers for all the fantastic work that they've done this year and providing a permanent home for children in desperate need of a permanent home. These are the children that have been victimized, abused, neglected, victimized primarily because of the epidemic of meth in our community. But I think that our staff have done a fantastic job in partnership with all of our courts and our attorneys and all of our service providers and linking these kids with a permanent home, which is what every child wants, I believe. So I'd like to introduce Trish. You can talk about a little more why we're here and what we're doing and what's going to happen the rest of the month.
Good morning, I'm Tricia Gonzalez, Deputy Director of Department of Social Services, Child Welfare. Thank you, Chairman Magzig, for sponsoring this proclamation. November is National Adoption Month, and it gives us a chance to reflect on the importance of hope and stability to the children in foster care in Fresno County. The annual celebration will be on November 15th at North Point Church. It'll be an outdoor celebration, kind of a carnival theme. And at that celebration, 52 children will be finding permanence. So we'll have 3 courtrooms finalizing the adoptions there. That will add to the 280 children who were adopted in Fresno County last fiscal year. I wanted to note that that's a 31% increase over the 213 that were finalized last year, and also include one 18-year-old that will be finding permanence on that day, showing that it's never too late to find your forever family. I'd like to take a moment to thank our staff for their hard work and dedication. There's no way this would have happened without the families stepping forward for our children, and our staff doing the hard work, and partners do the hard work to make these things happen. As we've done in past years, we thought the best way to honor our adoptive parents is to introduce you to some of them. So first of all, Ms. Pamela Williams. There are those people who go beyond in their efforts to work with children in order that they may succeed. And then there are those who make it a forever commitment to providing them with a loving and stable home. Pamela Williams has worked with children for over 34 years with the Fresno Unified School District. Pamela has been involved as a resource parent with the Department of Social Services to foster children for over 4 years. She is here today to tell her story about her journey of adopting her 4 young boys. Please welcome Ms. Pamela Williams.
Good morning. God has blessed me in being a resource parent and now as an adopted mom. The process was worth it with a team of social workers, but one stands out, Patricia Arredondo. She was with me the whole way. I was scared at first with the help of God, who guided me to make the choices I made. I would change nothing of this. As a first year approaches, which will be December, for adopting my boys. Although the boys has been with me for 3 years, they are been a joy to me. I came from a family of 12, being the youngest. I was not able to have any children of my own. God blessed me with 4 loving boys. The road wasn't easy, but well worth it. Julio, Ezekiel, Donnie are the joy in my heart. Just hearing them call me mommy make my heart skip a beat. I thought I would never hear that word. Adopting my boys was the best thing that has happened to me. They are excelling well beyond from where they came from. All 3 boys are honor rolls and they have perfect attendance. And I give them all the love that a mom can give them in life. Thank you again for allowing me to be a blessed parent.
Next, I'd like to talk about Victor Mendoza and Juanita Martinez. The Martinez-Mendoza family came upon fostering unexpectedly when they made the decision to move from close friend and supporter to caregiver with the sudden passing of their friend. They did not hesitate to take in 2 teenagers, the biological unrelated, in their home. The children she is adopting entered foster care at a young age, spanning approximately 5 to 6 years, with numerous changes in foster homes, a previous failed plan of adoption, and then re-entering foster care again after the passing of their legal guardian. During their time in foster care, they were unfortunately separated from their biological siblings due to placement difficulties of sibling groups in our foster care system. What Ms. Martinez did that no other resource parent was able to do was helping them on their journey of healing. She facilitated this through her efforts to reconnect them to siblings that they wished to keep their family of origin connections. Please welcome Ms. Juanita Martinez.
Good morning. My name is Juanita, and my life changed in May 2018 when my best friend Teresa passed away suddenly at the age of 48. She was a foster care mom for many years, and I always wondered how she did it. I'm about to cry. It was hard losing her. She was in the middle of adopting these beautiful children she had for 4 years. It said, caring for the children that may be troubled, because I was really scared that what they went through, I didn't know anything about them. So this is my story. I met Amanda and Sam the day Teresa picked them up from foster care. My daughter and I brought board games over and clothes and shoes over. I'm sorry, I just missed her so much, and I haven't talked about it since. Over 4 years, I developed a relationship with Sam and Amanda, and my daughter started spending her weekends with Teresa. I got a call May 2018 that changed my life when I lost my friend. And Teresa's family called me to tell me that the kids found her deceased. I left work and I went straight to Teresa's home to be with them, because that's all that I thought about. My heart was broken when I realized that Teresa's family would not step up to take the kids in. She was gonna adopt them. My mother instinct kicked in, and I asked the kids if I can try to bring them home, and they immediately said yes. And they said, we'll be okay with that. My husband, my children, and I agreed that we could not let them go to complete strangers. I was clueless in this whole foster care process, which was my only concern, because I only heard bad things about it. Upon going through this process, I have met the most wonderful workers. Thank you. I have met the most wonderful workers, and they were very, very helpful and helped me with everything. Moria, Vanessa, they were awesome. They made it very easy for us, and the kids have adored them. When the kids came to our home, they were fragile, and I never knew what the history they had previously. I just knew I had to love them. I treated them like my own. Sam and Amanda blended right in. I knew adoption would be beneficial in their life, and I know that this is the main reason why they have come a long way. Amanda has been in therapy for as long as she's been in foster care, and no longer requires therapy. I'm just amazed on how much they have grown. I'm a big believer in family, and I'm a big believer in family, and let them make decisions on reaching out to their biological family, which they did under my supervision. Since then, they both decided not to have any more contact with their biological parents, and respect that, and always will be okay on what they decide. I continue to supervise them when they make those decisions, and they are okay with that. Adoption is a healing process for these children of society, victims of society. The best way to help them is to heal and give them a place to call their own home and have their forever family. I want to give a special thanks to the county and all the workers that have helped us make this change, and both our lives run smoothly and showed us so much love and support. Thank you.
Thank you. So next I'd like to introduce you to Brenda and Patrick Niles. They have been married for 32 years. Patrick is retired from the military, and Brenda is a nurse at Valley Children's Hospital. They have 5 children, 4 adult children, and a child who is 17 years old from international adoption. Patrick and Brenda were not ready to be empty nesters, and as a nurse at Valley Children's Hospital, Brenda would often see children in need of loving homes. Patrick and Brenda stated they had time to give, love to give, and parenting skills to help a child be successful. Cora was their first placement as a resource family. Cora was 12 years of age when she was placed in their care and had several unsuccessful placements that created huge losses for her in the 8 years she was in foster care. They knew Cora would be a wonderful addition to their family. Please welcome Brenda and Patrick Martins.
Hi, I'm Brenda. This is Patrick. I left my notes at my seat, but just to tell you a bit about us, entering the foster care system, watching those kids pass through my care as a nurse, seeing the children that needed foster care just broke my heart every time. So that led to our decision to become foster parents. The process was required quite a bit of patience from us, but it has been mostly a positive experience. We've had wonderful support from our social workers, from RAP services, from our CASA. But the thing that we have discovered as we've gone through the process is that these kids who are so hurt and so broken need people around them that understand foster care and understand what children who have been through trauma need. They need coaches, they need teachers, they need club leaders that understand their needs, and there's still a lot of work to be done in Fresno County in that area. In talking with people, we've discovered that a lot of people just really don't understand foster care yet. They don't know how it works, and there's a lot of education and awareness that needs to be done. So we want to thank you for the proclamation and for your support. Thank you.
Wanted to end by saying thank you for giving us this time. Thank you to the families that stepped forward with your stories, and we just thank you for taking the time to think of our kids.
Thank you. Sal, you have something you'd like to say?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. Delvino, I want to compliment your great staff, and the backup information I have for that is that each year we have a program at Mosqueda called Carnaval, which is a great event for elementary school children. And this year we took our grandson and enjoyed it. Second year he's gone and he just loves it. But anyway, we went and sat down in the area where they sell the hot dogs and water. And there was a lady sitting there with 5 kids. And it was Pam, and we started talking. She said, "I come here every year," but I said, "Well, where's your kids?" She said, "These are my kids." There were 5 Latino children, and she said, "And they're all brothers." And I said, "Wow!" And I mean, they were just well behaved, listening, no interruptions, anything. But she spoke about the love she has for them, and one of the important things for me, I said, "Are you getting good support, from the county?" She says, "It's the best. Couldn't ask for more. Very easy to work with. The help is there whenever I need it." And the thing that, a couple of things that she was looking forward to is that she lived in Butler Park for quite a few years, and she's buying her home now in North Fresno. And you teach at Hoover?
I'm at Hoover.
She teaches at Hoover High School, single parent. And it's just been the greatest joy for her. But the important thing too is that she's had the support system from the county. And you've had them for 3 years, you said?
3 years. It'll be 3 years. Adoptions, it'll be a year coming up December.
And I mean, so well behaved, they even asked Mom, can we go play in the playground now? For all them to leave, and they all took off together. So she's created a very strong family unit for those children. And I believe the oldest one is 9 years old?
No,
And the youngest?
He's 3, I had him when he was 6 months.
So it's quite a job there. And, I'm glad that you were able to come and share your story, and it's, good to see you again, and commend, your department for the great work they do and working with the community.
Thank you, Supervisor. It is an awesome job that I have to get to be part of a team that every day their mission is to support the individuals and families in this county. It's what I wake up every day to. I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of all of our partners. We've just finished, or we're in the midst of finishing up, a major change to the foster care system and the continuing care reform, which has caused a lot of ripple effects in our nonprofit communities with our county partners and schools. But one of the benefits of it is that we've improved. You can see the marked improvement in our adoptions. Our return rate has improved. The service to our family has improved. So it was a lot of work. Our staff did a lot of extra work. It was a heavy lift, and I appreciate that for them. But at the end of the day, our families are better off. At the end of the day, this community is better off, and I just thank everybody for that. These children, they are fortunate, but we got 2,300 more we have to work on. So I thank you for those words, sir.
And come to find out, a small world, I know quite a few of Pam's family members. One of them's a retired deputy chief with the city of Fresno, and I'm scared of her Aunt Shirley.
She don't bite.
Yeah, thank you for not inviting her.
So in life, life is a journey, and I think that one of the most basic things we all have to figure out is our identity. And as children, I think children need parents, they need people to love on them. So I just want to say thank you, and thank you to the Department of Social Services for helping kids remember what their identity is. And they are priceless. So you help restore that with our children. And I think about what the future holds for us when that is done. You help kids, you lead kids and help them develop into being not only productive individuals, but loving mother and fathers one day too. And so they can pour that out into their families that one day they will have. So very special, a great work. And I know that all of you are too greatly blessed. So thank you. With that, I will entertain a motion for approval of this proclamation. We have a motion, is there a second?
Second.
We have a motion, is second. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Please step forward so we can get a picture.